life beyond the grave. I want to tell you about Scott Reinke. Scott turned 60 just a month ago in March. But last September, he had brain cancer. He learned he had brain cancer, and after a couple of treatments, it got worse. And he was given just 2 months to live. Scott is facing death in a way that's really hard to understand. But last Wednesday, I got a chance to sit down and talk with Scott about his final days on earth, and I want to let you see that interview, and then I'm going to come back up and we'll finish up. Watch this.
I know it sounds cliche, but the first time I met Scott, I knew he was the one. We got married in 1978 when I was only 19, and 39 years later, he still takes the time to text me every morning just to say, I love you. Together, we've been blessed with 4 amazing kids and 2 beautiful grandchildren. Scott absolutely adores each of them and somehow has found a way to be their hero and their biggest fan all at the same time. My husband is a man who always puts others first, and when you see him, he'll make you feel like he's been waiting all day just for the chance to talk to you. He makes us laugh, tears up during movies, and is the most genuine man I've ever met. But most importantly, Scott stands firm in his faith no matter what. In the 6 months since his cancer diagnosis, I have watched his unwavering faith guide him through the twists, turns, and detours of a disease that without a miracle will take his life. It's been a test of strength and perseverance, but when I look into his eyes, what I see most is peace and hope.
It's an honor for me to be here, and I'm really, really sorry.
Thank you
for what you've been going through. But Scott, I just want you to know how much God loves you, and I just think that it's amazing that you're willing to talk about this, and if God can use this story in some way to reach somebody else, really that's what you want. So Scott, you're 60. You know how old I am? 60. Talk to me about the issue of fairness. I mean, didn't this go through your heart? God, why me?
Yes, I had the concern of timing. I have such a wonderful family. I enjoy every day. I love my work. I love who I work with. I'm a loving guy. I like to live. And I'm going to tear up here because who I feel bad for, of course, is Tammy and my kids. Just to have, my absence that they have to deal with. But I also know they understand my heart. They understand my belief because it's one that they share. And I know that there's going to be a lot of blessings that come out of this.
So Scott, you maybe have weeks before you leave this planet and enter into heaven. But you said you're not afraid. Why can you say that? That God is real, that Jesus is waiting for you. How do you know that?
Because I believe it in the deepest part of my heart and soul. This is not scary. I know that this life of ours is a gift. You don't get second chances in this. And this is what God has put together for me for my life journey. I'm sure there are people that probably say, well, he's dying, and he likely is just hanging on to everything he can. When in reality, I'm dying. But I am so excited to enter heaven. I'm excited for it.
Why are you so excited?
I'm starting to pack my bags. And I hope this doesn't sound strange, but this process of preparing, it's enjoyable.
What do you mean?
I can't wait to enter the kingdom. And where that confidence or knowing comes from, I don't have a profound knowledge about that. All I can say is, I know what my salvation is. How can that not be exciting?
Tammy, how about you when you hear Scott talk about this is his time? This is what God's plan is for Scott. I mean, how do you respond to what he says?
It took me a while, honestly. It took me a long time to accept, probably even the last 4 or 5 weeks, that he's dying. You have total faith the family's going to be fine because God's going to be there for us as much as he is for you. But I have to say that it's horrifying. And after you're gone, I don't know what I'm going to do or who I'm going to be.
You know, you guys are going to miss me, and time's going to run a little slower. But do you realize our time on earth
Yeah. Boom. Boom.
is a blink of an eye?
That's right.
And we're going to be reunited?
Yeah. In reality, life is short.
Yeah,
We don't wish it away,
right.
but boy, we better have a reality that we can cling to, and that
Right.
reality is, Easter, that Jesus died and rose again, and promises the same for every one of us who claim him to be Lord, right? And as hard as this is and is going to be, God still is in charge of your life, right? And of your life.
Yep, exactly.
God could heal him. But the reason Scott isn't afraid, the reason he's almost excited is because he's known God all his life. And this event, this passing, is just a step where he'll see God face to face, but it's just a continuation of the relationship he's had with him all life long. And if you don't have that, start.